feeling like your life may be spiraling out of control, or you just don't seem to have any direction, then learn how to take charge of your life. Today, we're going to talk about developing a success mindset. We're going to relearn daydreaming and journaling. We're going to talk about prioritizing our dreams, and then write those dreams down, but do it the right way. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell to get notified when we post new videos. You don't want to miss any of them, and we have some really good ones coming up in the next few weeks. I've been a professional coach since 2007, and I have coached hundreds of people. I've helped many of them get control of their lives, and that's really helped them grow in their career and in their leadership abilities. The foundation of a success mindset is a positive mindset and attitude. So what is a positive mindset and attitude? You probably already have an idea of what they are already, but it's always helpful to start with the definition. So this definition from Ramez Sassoon is a good general description. Positive thinking is a mental and emotional attitude that focuses on the bright side of life and expects positive results. Another more comprehensive definition comes from Kendra Cherry at Very Well Mind. Positive thinking actually means approaching life's challenges with a positive outlook. It does not necessarily mean avoiding or ignoring the bad things. Instead, it involves making the most of the potentially bad situations, trying to see the best in other people, and viewing yourself and your abilities in a positive light. So we can extrapolate from these definitions and come up with a good definition of a positive mindset as the tendency to focus on the bright side, expect positive results, and approach challenges with a positive outlook. So having a positive mindset means making positive thinking a habit, continually searching for the silver lining, and making the best out of any situation you find yourself in. So what are the characteristics and traits of a positive mindset? Now we have we know what a positive mindset is. We know the definition. We can dive into the next important question. What does it look like? There are many traits and characteristics associated with a positive mindset, including the following: optimism, a willingness to make an effort and take a chance instead of assuming your efforts won't pay off. Acceptance, acknowledging that things don't always turn out how you want them to, but learning from your mistakes. Resilience, bouncing back from adversity, disappointment, and failure instead of just giving up. Gratitude, actively, continuously appreciating the good things in your life. Consciousness and mindfulness, dedicating the mind to conscious awareness and enhancing the ability to focus. Integrity, the trait of being honorable, righteous, and straightforward instead of deceitful and self-serving. So not only are these characteristics of a positive mindset, but they may also work in the other direction. So actively adopting optimism, acceptance, resilience, gratitude, mindfulness, and integrity in your life will help you develop and maintain a positive mindset. So let's think about more specific examples of a positive attitude in action. What are some examples of a positive attitude? For example, positive attitudes can include things like this. Things like looking at adversity in the eye and laughing. Getting what you get and not pitching a fit. Enjoying the unexpected, even when it's not what you wanted originally. Motivating those around you with a positive word. Using the power of a smile to reverse the tone of a situation. Being friendly to those you don't know. It's also getting back up when you fall down, no matter how many times you fall down. Being a source of energy that lifts those around you. Understanding that relationships are more important than material things. being happy even when you have few material things, having a good time even when you're losing, being happy for someone else's success, having a positive future vision no matter how bad your current circumstances, smiling, paying a compliment even to a total stranger, and tell someone you know that they did a great job and mean it. And then making someone's day, not just a child's. Adults also like to have their day to be special as well. It's also not complaining, no matter how unfair things appear to be. By the way, that's a waste of time anyway, so just do something instead. Not letting other people's negativities bring you down. Giving more than you expect to get in return. And the best way, being true to yourself, always. So let's talk about daydreaming. What does it mean if someone is daydreaming? It's to think pleasant and usually wishful thoughts while awake. For instance, he spent the whole class daydreaming about vacation. Daydreaming not only boosts your creativity and problem-solving skills, but it also helps you concentrate and focus on a specific task. It helps your mind wander to thoughts and areas that it might not wander if you had not set aside time for daydreaming. The benefits of daydreaming. By tuning out the noisy outside world, you allow your thoughts to flow freely. This fosters mental relaxation and exploration. And when our thoughts flow like this, we are in what is called alpha wave state. And when we're in the alpha zone, we're calm and not thinking of anything too robust. Daydreaming breaks are not just fun, they're necessary for us. Our brains cannot maintain focus and productivity nonstop. Good brain health requires some regular periods of relaxation. And daydreams aren't merely just many little escapes. Allowing your stray thoughts to roam around revitalizes you. You'll be able to return to the problem more refreshed. Most of us can benefit from approaching our problems with a fresh perspective. Besides having a fresh perspective, daydreaming seems to work better than trying to force a solution. While on the surface it might sound unusual, letting our thoughts drift can actually help us solve problems when staying focused too long may not work. What's happening in your brain while daydreaming is pretty sophisticated. As your mind wanders, you're using diverse aspects of your brain, but the executive problem-solving network as well as the creativity network in your brain are working simultaneously. As we activate these different brain areas, we access information that might have previously been out of reach or dormant. Therefore, boredom or idleness serves a great purpose. It inspires us to daydream, which forges important connections across our brain. So how can meandering thoughts help you reach your goals? New research reveals they're often motivated by our goals. Athletes and performers sometimes use purposeful daydreaming to practice before a game or a performance. This method pre-wires their brains for success. This kind of imagining or structured daydreaming has been popular in the field of sports psychology for years. Imagining or daydreaming about one of your real-life goals is pleasant. It invites you to think through steps you'd take, ways to stay motivated, and how to overcome obstacles. Research has established that daydreaming is correlated with higher levels of creativity. Relentlessly drilling down on a complex problem doesn't result in new discoveries. Take a break. The mind will still incubate on the problem. When your mind doesn't have to follow a narrow path, it reorganizes all the tidbits of information and forms new and unexpected connections. Being distracted and allowing your mind to wander is powerfully positive. So we want you to capture your dreams in writing. We're going to do a daydreaming session where we focus on our dreams. I want you to think about this question as you're daydreaming. If you knew you could not fail, what would you do? If you were absolutely certain of success, What activities would you pursue? What actions would you take? Adopt this attitude as you're daydreaming and do your best not to limit yourself. Try to push away any limiting beliefs, push them aside so they don't impact your daydreaming. As you daydream, I want you to do a complete brain dump. A brain dump is simply the act of dumping all the contents of your mind onto a blank page. A blank page is if you're dumping the contents of your purse onto a table. Then write down what your dreams are. Just write whatever comes into your mind. You may feel like some of the dreams that pop into your mind are completely out of reach. Don't fall for that kind of thinking. Write everything down that comes to mind. You're going to prioritize and put a timeline on them anyway. And besides, if you don't include them, you won't achieve them. Are you feeling like your life might be spiraling out of control? If so, give us a shout out in the comments below and tell us your story. We'd love to hear from you and to help. So now that we've daydreamed, we have a bunch of dreams, we want to prioritize our dreams. Review and group your goals under the following categories: financial, material goals, business, career goals, personal, relationship, social goals, health and recreational goals, personal development and growth goals. Then prioritize. Once you have your list, then prioritize and label each as follows. 1 equals goals to be achieved in 1 year or less. 3 equal goals that have 2 to 3 years out. 5 equal goals that will take about 5 years to achieve. And 10 are goals that are 10 years or longer, your goals and your dreams. So focusing on your 1 year goals, choose the top 4 priorities to focus on and that you can achieve in the next 12 months. Then answer all of the following questions for the top 4 priorities. What exactly will I accomplish? By when? Make sure you describe this goal in as much detail as needed to be clearly understood when you review it later on or you describe it to someone. What tools, knowledge, skills do I have that will help me achieve this same goal? What tools, knowledge, skills, changes do I need to develop or make and will be needed to accomplish these goals? Don't skip this step and make sure you are specific about each answer. Write all of your answers down, organized by each dream and goal. Then develop action plans for each one. Write each goal at the top of a fresh page and develop the details of your plan. Break down the plan into workable individual tasks. Assign a completion date for each task. Some goals may require the assistance of other people. You'll need to assign specific tasks to the individual people identified who can assist you with your plan. Then take action. Now you have the winning combination of 4 goals with a plan. Take action immediately with the highest priority goals. Self-discipline and commitment will be needed to work on your goals and plans every single day. Do something every day, no matter how small, to move towards achieving your goals. Be prepared to have 4 goals on your list at all times. As you achieve one of the goals, go back to your prioritized list and choose the next dream to become a goal. Go through these steps for each goal that you add to the top 4 priority list. This should be a living project that you refer to often and keep current with any new goals as others are achieved. I sometimes will create a vision board so that I have a picture of what it is that I want to achieve. I absolutely encourage you to do that. I also encourage you to revisit your dream list annually to make sure you update your dreams and reprioritize if needed. If you feel like your life is spinning out of control or you just don't have direction, this is the most powerful way to take charge. In addition to helping you feel more in charge, it will also get you started on accomplishing your goals. Are you struggling with direction in your life or just trying to get off the hamster wheel chasing success? Well, you should check out my blog. There There probably are some of my blog posts that will help you. The link to the blog is in the description below, so go check it out. Let me know if anything helps you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell to get notified when we post new videos so you don't miss any of the great videos coming up. So subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you there.